they've got the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, the celebrity race, right? The pro celebrity race. And the first time I actually just went, it was Ricky Schroeder because I was doing Silver Spoons. I had done Silver Spoons. He did the race. They let me practice up at Willow Springs, and they let me just hop in the car on the fourth day of practice. And I ended up going faster than everybody who had been actually practicing for 4 days. I literally just hopped in the car and just went faster than everybody. I was like, that was fun. So a couple years later, they invite me to do it. I end up doing it. I end up winning. And I kind of clock out and literally just disappear from the rest of the celebrity field. The next year, they invite me to come back as the previous winner. They tell me that I got to start at the back of the pack.
As a pro.
But not as a pro yet.
Oh, at the back of the celebrity field.
Just the back of the celebrity field. So even though I qualified up front, they put me at the back of the celebrity field. I was in first place in 4 laps.
Oh, God.
Right? So I just went through the field, and literally almost every turn I passed somebody, and just in 4 laps, I was in the lead. So the next year, they invite me back again, and it's their 25th anniversary. They invite me back. They invite a bunch of previous winners. They give me a car.
I didn't get the call, by the way.
You were probably busy that weekend. You might have been. Actually, no, that would have been before you were racing.
Yeah, I did it in 2001.
Yeah, this was like 96.
Okay. All right. I feel less slighted.
Anyway, I went into turn 1, no brakes.
I mean, there's runoff, but what a bummer.
No, it was a wall. It was a wall, but I used the e-brake because I put my foot to the floor. Nothing happened. I grabbed the e-brake, pull it up, and kind of get the car to rotate. So I went in sideways and didn't take the front out. So then I just used the gears and the e-brake the rest of the way.
No, you didn't.
Yes. I finished 3rd.
No, you didn't. I don't even think I could have done that.
Well, I just was like, I wasn't going to stop. I was like, let me just try. And you had to brake way earlier, right? So
next up, drifting.
Yeah, well, I tried that. I'm not that good at that. But so from there, I was like, well, let me just do some other stuff, right? And I'd done some. They had the Dodge Neon Celebrity Series and different stuff. And then I decided I wanted to try to give it a real run. So I went and I did the Barbie Dodge Pro Series. I did the Star Mazda Series. So I did my first oval at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Star Mazda Series. I did a bunch of road courses, Laguna Seca, Sears Point, and did okay, and then I ended up having a pretty bad crash at a street circuit in Reno in the Barbie Dodge car. And so that kind of derailed me moving forward in real cars, but I wasn't done racing. I still had the bug, right? So someone had that we knew was like, oh, you should try go-karting. And I was like, all right, let's try go-karting. And then I found out really what go-karting was like. And I went, ooh, this could still give me what I want in the racing world, right? I can still go and bust and go hard. And so I ended up finding a team, and Sean Patrick Flannery and myself and Mark Paul Gosselaar and Perry King and a bunch of us decided we were all going to do a little bit of this. And so we ended up getting go-karts, and we ended up teaming up with Tony Kart, right? Which is leading into us, right? So we ended up with the guy who would import all the Tony Kart chassis into America.
Jean
Marchioni, right? So, but we almost funded him, right?
Which meant you funded me.
Which, this is where our circles cross, because we then at Super Nationals in Vegas, right? We went ahead and we basically put that massive tent, we paid for it, at Super Nats in Vegas, and you ended up in our tent in Las Vegas.
At 14 years old.
At 14 years old. While we were basically out there trying to do the S1, S2 class and run with all the big boys. The problem is we always felt like The engine program at Tony Kart was nowhere near everybody else's. Whenever we'd go and put our motor on someone else's dyno, it was like, I don't see the difference between this and a stock motor. So we just never were able to compete as we felt that we could.
Yeah.
Scott Speed was part of that time when he was racing, and we ended up leaving Tony Kart, but that's where we met. You were 14 and out there, and you were just as spunky as your whole. That was the beginning of seeing like you turn into like, yeah, go get it, girl.